So let's begin, as we always do, with our breath. And I'll ask you to sit up nice and tall. Move your sitting bones so that you're sitting up on them. And I'll ask you to just take a slow inhale and a slow exhale and activate the calm vibrations of the breath. Inhale and exhale. And as we do so, notice that the body becomes a little more sensational. That is to say, we can sense the body more. You can feel maybe the tingling in your fingers, the breath moving to the sides of your body, the front of your body, and the back of your body. And just take 2 more deep breaths into the body so that you can really feel the lift through the head and crown of your mouth. And just a simple exhale. And do that again. Inhale. Signal the vagus nerve, the nerve that runs through our body to our extremities, to our belly, that it's okay. We're in a safe place and we're going to explore through our body's movement. And then go ahead and just drop your chin to the top of your collarbone, connecting to the breath and the ground, awareness in the body. And then as you float the head back up, feel it just kind of resonate back onto the spine. We're going to start our practice today on our backs. So go ahead and take a comfortable lie down with your knees up and your back on the ground. As you find your back on the ground, just go ahead and take your hands onto your belly. Okay, and just sense the belly. So give it just a little rub, maybe as your knees go side to side. And just give the belly above the belly button a little rub. And then just rub your whole belly. Rub your whole belly. Feel the sensation of heat being produced under the hands and on the belly. Striate the belly side to side. Okay, and on your next inhale, just leave the palms on the belly, tuck your chin in, and then take your knees over to one side. Open the arms up to pin the shoulders and the arms into the ground. Inhale here, exhale here. Notice perhaps still the sensation in your hands. Notice perhaps the sensation of making the top thigh long here, creating some space in the quad. And then lift your knees back to center. Reset the lower spine to the ground, tuck your chin in again, and then bring your knees over to the other side. And just let the top of the hip again feel towards the gravity of the earth. And check in with the hands again. Do you still feel a little bit of warmth there, a little pulsation, a little almost electrical current right to the fingers? Good. And then bring the knees back to center. Let your body just kind of reset here. You're going to take the left knee into the body, grab the back of your leg, extend the leg, feel the heel reach to the sky, and then take your hands and just go up and down your legs to feel the muscles, the tendons, all the way behind the knee, even. Give them a little massage. Okay. And maybe even tap the legs a little bit, create some sensations there. Okay, if you notice, you'll feel kind of that little tap, 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 tap. And then just pause there, lift the heel and let that sensation sink in, drop the hips. Good. And then just cross the knee over the ankle over the knee, push the thigh away, open up through the hip here. Okay, pause on your inhale and exhale. Let it go. Nice. Just release that foot back onto the earth and then grab the other knee, grab the back of the leg. Inhale, lift the heel up. Feel the back of the leg again, like you're giving yourself a really deep massage with the pads of your fingers. Okay. Feel the tendons behind your knees. Maybe even rub your knees with your thumbs. Okay. And then go ahead and give some tap, 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 or like cupping the hands on the legs, just feeling that little kind of electrical push, 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 push. Nice. And then release, take the ankle, cross it over the knee, and then just open the hip up there. Let that heaviness of the thigh be felt. Okay, draw your breath in here. Exhale. Then bring both feet on the ground. Okay, notice the earth below you as you rock your pelvis forward and back. So it's almost like you're scooping the tailbone up and dropping it down. So as you do this, I want you to feel the openness in the lower back as you lift the tailbone up, you're pushing down. And as you push the tailbone back and down, you're lifting up, creating space here. Can you notice the rib cage also lifting when you do this? Just notice it. Don't change it, just notice it. And as we're rocking the tailbone, I want you to think about the lower spine. Same thing, right? We're creating that wave in the lower spine. Good. And then just pause in stillness. Okay. Just kind of feel the residue of that movement. And then push down onto the feet, send the shins away and lift your hips up, up, up. Come into a little mini bridge here. Now feel the back of your body support the front of your body. Feel the sides of your body. You can even put your hands at the hips and you feel the tension there. Okay. And then just lift a little higher. Uh-huh. And then draw the hips back down. Okay, take the knees into the armpits, open up through the hips here, and then reach in and grab the feet if you can and come into happy baby. Now, you can just grab the backs of your thighs if that works better for you. But I just want you to feel like the belly and the thighs are supporting the lower spine here. Okay, maybe wiggle your toes, maybe side to side. Good. Stay here for another breath. Inhale, exhale. Nice. Release the feet. Okay. Just lengthen the body. Give yourself a big north and south stretch. Reach up, 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 and away. Take a deep breath in here and exhale. Relax the whole body. Okay. So we're going to tense the body and lengthen again. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale and let it go. Nice. And then from here, just bring your feet back on the ground. Okay. And then scoop yourself over to roll onto your side and then roll onto your belly. Okay. Bring your hips to the ground. Open up through the chest as the hands come out wide. And then inhale and just come into a little stretch for the front of the body. And then back down again. So bringing some, really mild movement into the body, knowing that as you're moving through the body, there's stuff happening. Okay. You're lifting and lowering, which means you're compressing the back of the spine. You should be able to feel this a little bit into the shoulders and the triceps. One more time as your lift, hold here. Inhale, feel yourself rise up a little higher just by virtue of the belly filling up. Do that again. Exhale. Okay, so look at how your breath is moving your body, but with very little effort. Inhale again. Exhale one more time. Fill up the belly, move the body. And exhale. Nice. Bring your hands under your shoulders, stay on your knees, push yourself up and away, and take the hips back into a child's pose. Here in child's pose, we exercise our ability to connect with the earth. Okay, reach your fingers to the top of your mat. Kick the tailbone away from the fingers. And then just push yourself up and away, up and away, up and away. Curl your toes under. Walk your hands to your knees. Inhale, come into a low mountain. Good. And then take the hands, bring them together, bring them to your heart center. Pause here. And then take them to your hips. And then shift your weight to the left. Bring the right foot forward. Bring the right knee forward. And then draw your way back. Okay, so we're getting back into the movement of the legs, forward and back here. Hand is just resting on the thigh. As you move, you can maybe pad that back knee if you need a little more on that knee. Good. The next time your knee is forward, keep it going, keep pushing, and drop the top of your foot on the ground. Lift through the heart and head. Okay, as you push your back foot on the ground, can you feel the tension on that back hip flexor? Good. Inhale, lift the arm up. Lengthen here. Take both arms, reach them up. Now come into a super duper extension through the spine as you lift the hands up overhead to the back of the room, and then open the arms up through the chest in goddess, and then exhale and slide back into that hamstring stretch. Okay, so moving from one place to another. Hip comes back. Stay here for a breath. We're going to go back there again. Push the knee forward, lift through the hips. Inhale, lift the arms up. Take a beautiful, super duper back extension. Push down on the back of the leg. And then exhale and float the body back into that hamstring stretch. Okay, so the knee, my knee is bent a little bit here. I've got tight hamstrings, so I'm going to just work to get them a little longer. And then bring the knee over the ankle, hands come to either side of the foot, curl the back toe under, lift the knee off the ground, pause in this lunge. Okay, so big hip opener to start. You're gonna move the thigh bones away from each other, lifting up. If you have blocks, you wanna use them on either side, go ahead. But really push the heel to the back of the room. Okay, open up through the calf. Good. And then from here, bend the back knee, step forward, hands on your thighs. Inhale halfway up, exhale, wave the spine. Okay, so just like we did when we were on our back, I want you to pick up the tailbone, scoop it under, and then pick it up like you're waving the tailbone. And the next time you come down, come all the way down. Hands come to the earth. Left foot stays where it is. That front leg comes back and down. And then we're coming forward and back again on this beautiful kind of sensation of gliding, gliding. And then when the knee is past the toe again, you're going to keep going, keep going. Push the top of your foot on the ground. Feel that openness, especially when you put that foot down. And then we'll take the arms, reach up, and have both arms rising up, up, up. Push down into the top of the foot a little more. Breathe. Exhale. Good. Open the arms up, create that big wide space through the chest. And then exhale, float back into that hamstring stretch. Okay, this might be a little different for you than the other side. It usually is. And then we're going to do that again. Put the foot down, push the knee past the toe. Inhale, rise up, come into that beautiful extension. Inhale, exhale here. And then open up to goddess. Feel that stretch open through the front of the body. And then exhale, come back into that hamstring stretch. Good. Pause here for a breath. Exhale. Nice. Bring the knee back over the ankle. Go ahead and frame the foot, curl the back toe under, lift the knee off the ground, and stay in that lunge for a little bit. Okay. Push the thigh bones away from each other. Lift the roof of your mouth. Another breath here. Bend the back knee, step forward again into a forward fold. Okay, now in your forward fold, I want you to consider bending your knees enough, okay, so that the belly can lift up towards the spine. Again, back into the hamstrings here. Hands come to the thighs, lift up through the chest. Bend the knees, push into the feet, root to rise, come all the way up, and then bring your hands to heart center. Good. Do that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink back again into Uttanasana, chair or intense pose. Okay, so now we're contracting the back of our legs. Now it's becoming a little more obvious just how much tension can hold us, right? So when we feel that kind of tension within us, we know we have control over it, right? Because when we lift the hips and bend forward, we come into the stretch out of that tension. Right? Bend the knees, sink back, tension through the legs, squeeze them a lot. And then exhale, fold forward, lift the heads or hips and lengthen that tension. Do that one more time. Sink all the way back, lift through the heart and head. Option to bring the arms overhead, increase the intensity. Now the tension is also in the torso. And then exhale and fold forward with or without the blocks. Lift through the hips. Inhale here, exhale. As you bend your knees and bring your hands to the ground, we're just going to walk back to a downward facing dog. So I'm just going to go right into down dog. Okay, so pedal your heels here, create space again in the back of the legs. Can you feel the space being created in your calves? If your heel goes back and you lift your toes up, you're going to sense that a tiny bit more. Okay, so we're just using the body part to exaggerate the openness and then just lay in stillness in your down dog. Okay, bend your knees if you need to, lift the hips, draw the shoulders away from the ears, stay here for a breath. Good. And then exhale and make your way over into a high or low plank. Okay. Wherever you are is exactly where you want to be. Draw the belly button in, cause tension there. And then exhale, come back into child's pose. Let the head come down. Okay. So from tension to relaxation, from finding where it's hard to discovering the softness. Go ahead and float yourself all the way back into a low plank to start. Curl the toes under, lift the knees, slide back again, downward facing dog comes back. Okay, paddle your heels here. And you're going to take that back leg, or for me, it's my left leg, rise up to the top corner of the room. Find tension in the shoulders, bend the knees, stack the hips. Okay, open up that whole left side body. Inhale, exhale. Nice. Bend both knees, bring them together. Look forward, and you're going to draw that left leg forward, back in lunge. Okay, so with or without the blocks doesn't matter. It's about finding that space between the hip bones. Pull the thigh bones apart. Okay, from here, you're going to drop the back foot. We're coming into warrior two legs. Drop the back foot, walk up, up, up the legs. And you may want to just give yourself a little more space in the legs and just take your arms to second warrior here. Okay, so palms facing down to start, back arm reaching back, and then drop a little deeper into the legs. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. You know this is strong. There's a lot of effort here. Good. Stay here with the breath. Inhale, exhale. Take that back arm, reach the shoulder, and then take that back arm. You're going to lift the back heel, push the hand forward. Now both arms push away, and we're in a lunge. Open up, open up, open up. Good. And then we're going to reverse that. Open up, push, drop the back heel again, come back to warrior two. Okay, we're going to do that again, super slow. So we're rotating on the ball of that back foot into a lunge. Hand to the shoulder first. Okay, and then we're going to lift the heel, and then we're going to rotate the foot, the hip forward, and push forward. Push. Really feel that openness in the back. And then inhale the arms up into high lunge. Okay, feel the transition. It's hard. And then open the arms up, drop that foot again, parallel to the back of the mat, and come back to second warrior. The warrior of the present transforms into really picking us up into this center moment. Good. Release the arms, lengthen the front leg, bring both toes forward. Okay, and we're going to take that forward fold here. So just go ahead and draw yourself into a forward fold. Pick up the tailbone here, draw the belly and head down, down, down. Hands can be in front of you. If you want to have your hands to your ankles, you go ahead. Okay, I want you to really feel a beautiful stretch here. Ooh, good. Breath in. Exhale. Nice. Let the hands float down. Okay, while we're here, let's take a twist. So keep the right hand under the face. Take the left hand, reach to the left side of your room. Go into the hips here. Notice how the hips want to move. I want you to keep them side by side by lengthening the spine from the head, and then take the twist here. Open up. Ah, beautiful. Breath in. Exhale. Nice. Now put a big bend in that right knee as you walk towards it and you draw yourself deeper. Take the arm, bring it back down, walk towards the left, pick up the toe on that long leg and sink back. A little more stretch through that front leg. Big breath in. Exhale. Make yourself float all the way back to center. Head comes down. Good. And then walk yourself back to the top of your mat. Come back into that lunge. Bend the back knee. Step forward again. Forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Bend the knees. Push into the feet. Root to rise. Coming all the way up. Tall mountain. Hands come to heart center. Good. Release the arms. Pause here for a breath. Come to Tadasana. Okay. Come to the length of your body. Notice how the body's feeling right now. Can you sense heat, maybe in the thighs, maybe in the feet, maybe in the fingers still? Can you sense a balancing sensation of the head on the spine, of the rib cage over the hips, even the hips over the knees? Okay, we're going to take the arms up again, reach up, tall mountain, take a sink back down, Uttanasana. Hands can be at heart center. Feel the tension in the legs again. Inhale, push a little deeper, and then exhale, fold forward, lift the hips, come into that forward fold. Good. And then inhale, halfway up. Bend the knees, push the hips back, rise up, come back into that intense pose any way you want it. Okay, feel the tension there. It's so obvious that there's tension through the legs, hips. Exhale, fold forward, lift the hips up. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Bend the knees, push it to the feet, squeeze the muscles in the legs, and take the heart center with the hands or rise up. Big breath in. Exhale. Fold forward again. This time, hands reach the earth. I'm going to just step back into that downward facing dog again. Paddle your heels here. When the heels go back, try to pick up your toes at the same time. See if you can tug at the top of your hamstring from that sensation of the heels going back. Pause here. Okay, you're going to take the right leg, okay, the other leg, reach up to the back corner of the room, bend the knees, stack the hips. See if you can equate the weight on the shoulders. And then we'll bring the knees together again. Look forward, and you're going to take that right leg forward into a lunge. Okay, shimmy the back foot a little back. Okay, lift through the crown of the head again. Beautiful. Stay here with this open hips ready to find their way into transformation. Drop the back heel parallel to the end of the mat. Walk the legs up, up, up. Find yourself back into warrior two legs, and the arms will follow. Okay, find your second warrior, the warrior of the present. This is the one. Okay, relax the face. All right, so we're going to take that back hand to the shoulder again. Pick up the back heel. turn the torso, and then push away. Good. Oh, look how low you can get in this lunge. Yeah. Okay. Hand comes back, rotating back onto the ball of foot and back into second warrior. Okay. We're going to sink again. Hand comes to the shoulder, lift the heel, rotate on the ball of the foot, push away. Again, what are you pushing away? What do you need to let go of? Okay, to stay here and present in the strength of your own body. Hand comes back, arm comes back, second warrior again. Good. One more time. Lift up, turn. You got this. Come on, push it away, push it all away. And back to second warrior. Pause here. Okay, and release the arms, release the legs. We're going to come back into both toes pointing forward, and we're going to take that forward fold here. Come back into a wide angle forward fold. Pause here. See if you can let the head and shoulders get heavy enough to feel the release in the hips. Ooh. Bringing the left hand under the face. Take the right arm, reach it out. Do your best to keep your hips side by side and then lift that arm up. Okay, feel the rotation through the spine. Inhale, exhale. Good. Start to put a bend in the left knee, walking ourselves all the way over, turning back into a deep stretch onto that long leg. Option to bring your hands to heart center. Option to just stay on the earth wherever you are, exactly where you should be. Inhale, exhale. Toes come down, hips come back up. Draw the head down and away. Good. Another breath here. Exhale. Nice. Bend the knees. Walk yourself back up to the top of your mat, back into that lunge again. Lift through the crown of the head. Beautiful. Breath in here. Stay wide with the legs again, really wide. And then bend the back knee and step forward, forward fold. Good. Bend the knees, push into the feet, rise up, lift up, come into tall mountain. And then bring your hands to heart center. Okay, relax the arms. Give yourself a little shake. Okay, if you have a drink, it's a good time to grab a drink. And we'll proceed from the top of our mat again. Okay, so find your way to the top of your mat as you come into our balance pose today, okay, which will be asking a lot of tension from the hamstrings again. Okay, remember, we're going to tense them up and then we're going to stretch them out. So start at the top of your mat again. Okay, we're going to inhale and lift. Exhale and fold forward. Bend your knees. Now, here's where I like to use my blocks on this. Okay, so it's going to come into a lunge. You're going to take that front leg or your left leg back, toe heel the right leg out, come right into that beautiful lunge. Okay, so we're going to do this in kind of different layers. This is a great way to be. Okay, a lot of tension in that front leg by pushing down. Bend the back knee, step in a little bit and pause. Start to lengthen that front leg. So I'm not quite straight on that front leg. I still got to bend, but my back leg is long. Stay here for a breath. Bend the back knee, step in a little bit more. Still on the ball of my foot, lifting up through the hip. Feel a little more stretch through the hamstring. Keep pushing down onto the front of the foot. Okay, now from here, I'm going to move my blocks so they're on a tripod, like small ends on the ground. Lift through the crown of the head. When you move your head away from your tailbone, can you feel the top of your buttock the bottom of your buttock, where your thigh meets your butt? Can you feel that little pull? Stay there. Okay, now keep firing up that front leg, fire up the back leg, bend the knee in the back, and then kick it up. Okay, so toe down, we're just figuring it out from here. Leg is long. Fire up both legs. Now you're just going to start moving the heart to the top of the thigh, maybe walking the hands onto the ground off your blocks. If you need the blocks, keep them. Maybe grabbing one hand around the ankle. Maybe lifting that leg a little higher. Maybe grabbing both hands behind the ankle. Okay, whatever floats your boat, find some balance here. If you need your hands on the ground, go ahead. Keep lifting that back leg. Stay with it. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knee. Good. Step forward and bend the knees. Roll up through the spine. Can you feel that right buttock really firing right here? Yep. Inhale, lift. Hands come back to heart center and release. Okay, take that leg you were standing on, give it a little bit of a roll around. Give it a little bit of a roll around. Okay, standing splits. That's what we just did. Yippee. Okay, we're going to do the other side. Oh, yes, we are. Shake it out. All right, coming onto the other side. I'm just going to switch sides on my mat so we're evening it out. Now you will notice absolutely one side's going to be a little different than the other. Okay, this is my left. It's definitely not as strong as my right. Okay, but we're going to come into this as a lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward. Okay, my block's on the long sides now. Back leg, or for me, it's my left leg stays front, right leg comes back. Toe heel that left leg out, come into a lunge. Okay, squeeze the muscles to the bone, lift through the crown of the head, squeeze tighter. Okay, breath in here, exhale. All right, so from here, bend the back knee and step in, but keep the leg long. Start to lengthen that front leg. Okay, so there's still a bend in that front leg. That's okay. Okay, I want you to engage through the legs, hamstrings, quads. Okay, now I'm going to take those blocks, bring them up onto the small end, bend the back knee, step in a little bit more. It's almost like pyramid pose, but not quite. My back heel is lifted here. Breath in, breath out. If you feel you have to move your blocks here, go for it. Now from here, you're going to bend the back knee and then kick up, toes down. Okay, so think head, shoulders, rib cage, hips, all on the same plane. And then from here, start to tip forward, bring the heart to the top of the thigh best you can, maybe grabbing the back of your leg. Maybe both hands grabbing the back of your leg. If you can get there, if you need to hold your fingers to the ground, go for it. Okay, stay here for another 2 breaths. Come on, you got this. Inhale, exhale. Bend the back knee, step forward, bend the knees, root to rise. Go for it all the way up, up, up. Ah, hands come to heart center. Release the arms. Give the legs a shake. And we're taking it down to the earth using our straps. Okay, so lots of work in the quads and hamstrings. We're going for the stretch. Let's go for the stretch for the quad first. I'm going to get you to lie on your side body. Okay, so for me, I'm on my left side. Okay, this makes for an easy stretch for the quad. My bottom leg is long. I'm going to take my top leg, bend it, reach back for the thigh. Now, look how my knees are separated. When I drop my head, I'm going to drop my knee as well. Ooh, get into the quad stretch here. Okay, I love this quad stretch. Gives you a lot of stability because you're on the ground, but at the same time, you're able to really push the hip forward and feed the heel a little closer to the bum. Breathe here. Exhale. Nice. You're just going to release the top foot for now. Okay, and then bring yourself onto your back body. We're going to work with the same leg. Okay, grab your strap now. Okay, grab your strap. Bend that same knee and bring the strap at the ball of the foot. Okay, take the ball, or should take the hand all the way up the strap as tall as you can and really try to make the shoulder heavy on the other side so that lazy arm becomes even lazier. Keep flexing the foot, bend that top elbow, bring the leg a little closer. Okay. Do your best to breathe into that same place. We have to tighten up to get long, right? So that tension could represent the sometimes anxiety that we feel, this stretch that we're into. It's not easy. Okay. Even the stretch isn't easy, but you can breathe into it, right? You can, at one point, you're going to feel the release, but it probably takes about 5 breaths. Okay, so imagine 5 breaths to calm the body. Literally 5 full breaths. Gonna let you get in a couple more here, just so that you will get at least 5. Bring that leg a little closer to the body. Okay, stay there. Switch your grip, drop the arm, and just move that leg a tiny bit inside the body. The more you have lengthened the leg, that is to say, if your leg is longer, you will not take it over too far. You can't. Okay, brace your core, relax the face. Come back to center, pause here, and keep the heel kicking away. Nice. And then from here, you're going to bend the knee and you're just going to release the foot here, but keep the knee bent, pause here. And now take the inside of the leg and just open it up as though you're going into tree pose. And just try to draw the knee closer to the armpit. Okay, so it's still wide. And you're really just using the weight of your leg here more than anything. The hands just kind of holding it there. Breath in, breath out. Nice. Bring that foot back onto the earth. Let it sit with the entire spine rebounding. And now you're going to lift the right arm over your head and you're going to roll over to your right side. I'm just going to switch to still see you. Okay, so we're going to take that quad stretch on the other side. So head on the bicep for a nice cozy place for it to be. Okay, pick up the top leg. It's your other leg now, it's your left. Grab the back of your foot. So here the knee is pretty high to start. Okay, now as I drop my knee towards the center, doing my best to keep my hips square. And then I'm going to push the hip a little further forward. Okay, so create that openness through the quad. And again, takes a lot of breaths to reach the relaxation point. And you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth getting there. Because when you feel it, oh, the joy, the joy. Inhale, exhale. Nice. You're going to release that foot, bring it on the ground, roll onto your back body. Okay, find your strap again. Okay. And then you're going to bring the strap to the ball of the foot again. Lift it up towards the ceiling. Okay, grab on with the same side hand to start. Make the arm heavy. Push the heel to the ceiling. Okay, and once again, where we are lengthening the muscles, okay, we're trying to get that stretch in. Is it still tense? Is it still hard? Sure it is. Sure it is. Just as hard as it was when we were in that wicked warrior 2 posture and moved that to lunge, right? It's still hard. But in this instance, you can use the breath to try to release the tension and make it a little soft. If you need to bend your knee a little, go for that. Okay, relax the breath more. Okay, and then from here, you're going to grab onto the strap with the other hand, drop the other arm, keep the leg long. It's not far. So think, trying to keep that same hip down as the leg moves across. Okay, just pause here. Keep kicking away. 5 breaths. I'm going to let you count them. I'll count my own and then I'll add some in case we're off. Nothing to do but to feel and breathe. Next, where I'm going to add a couple breaths. Again, use your own timing for your breath. That's really important. And bring yourself back to center. Bend the knee. Okay, grab onto it. You can release your strap here and take that knee out open, almost like you're trying to get to tree pose, but you're just bringing that leg out wide. Okay, let gravity take its place. Okay, I like using the hand here instead of the strap for that out or external rotation of the hip. It just kind of grounds me to my body a little more. And breathe in, exhale. Good. Go ahead and place that foot on the ground again. Okay, and then you're going to take that long leg, cross it over. We did this at the beginning of our practice. This time you can stay here in this figure 4, or you can take that leg up and take the back of the leg into a full figure 4. Again, breathe, breathe, breathe. Ah. Okay, and feeling the ground below you again. We're just going to switch sides. Okay, take the other leg down, cross the ankle over, grab the in and out of that leg. Okay, if you can't get there, just leave your foot on the ground and open up through the hip that way. Tuck your chin in, breathe. Nice, you're gonna release that foot and bring both feet on the ground. Windshield wiper your knees side to side here. Okay, and just relax in the support of the earth below you and come into your final posture, okay, our Shavasana. So take your time getting there.